Aside here in this first quarter.
Move.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Mixon. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. From the end zone, Watson. Flush to his right. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Tiger. Come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, have that dagger play, have that play to just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On first and 10, Watson flushed out right. And he completes it to Cohen. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 18. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Dancing to his left. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing again is Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Detroit! Detroit!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Reset. Two jet.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trubisky will throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Sturgis adds the PAT, and this is back to an 8-point game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Now Jones. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Detroit!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Patterson eluding the pressure right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
180. 18. Lock in, lock in.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Go.
Here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Gotta go, gotta go. Blue, blue. Gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he lost the football.
Gotta go, gotta go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, four down, four down.
On first down, Trubisky steps away to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
On first and 10, Patterson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Looking to throw. Patterson, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking here for Smith downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Now Trubisky to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Come back.
Now a first down throw. Watson flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Two jet. Richmond.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on.
Come back. Richmond.
On first down, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Come back. Tiger.
Here's Watson now on second down, eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Richmond.
Third and long. It's Watson. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Play action. Now Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Richmond. Richmond.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Watson. Forced out, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Patterson, flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for his third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing on 1st down. Patterson on the crossing route, complete. That's Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 3rd down, Patterson flushed out right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Wilkins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now it's Trubisky. Incomplete. He finds Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there from 17 yards out, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. Sturgis for the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wilkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Watson on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Richmond. Reset. Come back. Come back.
Watson to throw on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come back.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The first carry for the rookie, it's Jordan Wilkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Wilkins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
18. Red, up.
Trubisky to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
18.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
18. Red.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Single. Mike 5'9". Who that?
Now it's Trubisky. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Watson's going to throw it here, eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Watson. And he comes back with one complete. Tyler Lockett, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.